Day 3, Session 2 of the Junior Olympics, about halfway over. We've got all the details on a brand new counterattack. Hey everyone, Greg Meskel here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. We're in Day 3 of Session 2, or Day 7 overall, as we work towards medal round action tomorrow right here at Stanford. We're just outside the Avery Aquatic Center here at Stanford University. We have a great show coming up. We're going to talk with our good friends from Kobe and the new official sandal of USA Water Polo. Olympian Natalie Benson, the head coach of Fresno State, will stop by to talk about their program after one full season in the books. And we'll also talk with a member of the Set Water Polo Club out of Orange County, California. So all that on the way. First, we'll jump into some scores here from the early part of today here. These are early action in Session 2, Day 3, 10U Girls Championship. All the results available at usawaterpolo.org under the Junior Olympics section. Vanguard and Stanford early winners, as were Shore Aquatics in 2 of their games. On to the 10U mixed division co-ed action here. Vanguard again winning American River over Shack. Stars and Stripes over Patriot, a very patriotically themed matchup there here at the JOs. Set 2 goals better than San Jose, 9-7. On to 12U girls competition here. This is all in the championship division. There is Classic, of course, in some of these age groups. CDM a winner, Santa Barbara 805. Santa Cruz gets the win, Rose Bowl as well. Moving along to the 14 and under championship, we take a look at Newport Beach. Their winners, Chop as well, Rose Bowl, Foothill, San Diego Shores, and more. 16 and under championship now. Remember, medals decided tomorrow at the JO, so teams working in quarterfinal action right now as we speak. La Marinda 1 goal better than Royal, 559. Set the B squad there, a winner, 805 again. Diablo Alliance, we talk with them this week. They get the win, 7-2. And last but not least, the 18 and under championship. Early results here, Northwood over Santa Cruz. Diablo 2 goals better than Greenwich. Rose Bowl in a shootout over CDM Aquatics. There was a game going to a shootout just moments ago inside Avery. And Carlsbad over Stanford, 6-4. So there's a quick look at just some of the scores, a small sample. The full results at usawaterpolo.org in the Junior Olympics section. We're just getting started here on the Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. We'll take a quick timeout and return with so much more. Stay with us here live from Stanford University.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Welcome back, Counterattack Live here at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. Greg Meskel here with you here on Day 3, Session 2. Really excited to have Aubrey Cooper here from Kobe and the new official sandal of USA Water Polo. Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely, Greg. That's our pleasure, and couldn't be at a better venue at a better event. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, sun is out, barely a cloud in the sky here. Excited to be partnering with Kobe. And I think for starters, for those that don't know, and we know many do, but just tell us about the sandal and what you feel makes Kobe great.
Well, I mean, many of your members probably are familiar with Kobean, but we've been around for a little over 22 years. So mainly started in the Southland, started with surf shops. I guess what we're known for in the marketplace is basically having the best quality best comfort, and best value. So it's a really good formula, and since we started in the surf world, all of our stuff is really water friendly, which obviously is a natural fit with USA Water Polo being on the decks and all that kind of stuff. So
you look around the pool decks here and throughout the 35 pools we have, a lot of folks wearing sandals. Only makes sense that we would join forces with a group like yours. I think one of the other exciting things about Cobian is not just the product, but you also are very mission driven to give back and help in other ways.
Yeah, the founder, John Cobian, I mean, he really took a step out in faith to start this company. Cobian is really just a platform to support and help others. So we have a large list of nonprofits that we help around the world. And Cobian is simply a really good product. It's our product of choice, but it's really been a mission of 20 plus years to help others that are less fortunate.
Now, if you're here in the JO Vendor Village, Cobian has a tent set up really just behind us. You can come check out sandals, find one that might work for you. Yeah. Also, they can obviously go online, learn more about Cobian. If folks aren't here today, where's the best place for them to kind of learn more about the product?
Well, the neat thing that we worked out with the marketing department at USA Water Polo is, we're really offering specials and a unique package to every USA Water Polo member. So, just another extended benefit of being part of the USA Water Polo family. And so you can go to cobianusa.com. It's COBIAN, and you'll notice in some of your emails and the communications that have been going out to the members, there's a special code in there that you can put in for an additional discount for members only. So that's a really nice benefit to each of the water polo members.
Excellent. So no reason we won't see a whole bunch of folks at next year's JOs rocking Cobians on their feet. I also want to talk to you about your JO experience, because you're also here as a water polo dad. Your daughter plays here. What is it like for you to be here as a parent and cheer her on at the biggest water polo tournament in the world?
Well, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, her club in particular, she plays for San Diego Shores. It's a very high level club, very quality club, as are many of the clubs with USA Water Polo. So we're proud to be a part of that, but they've put their work in this whole year. They're playing a tournament basically every weekend leading up to this, like I said, this magnificent venue here at Stanford. So, and they're actually doing quite well right now. Shores has done quite well in the tournament, so we're about to shoot over to another game, but we're happy to be here talking about it, and couldn't be happier to be here at Stanford and part of the process.
Yeah, it's the life of the JO parent, right? You're at one pool, then you're at the next, you're on the move. It's so very cool to have you here. Before we let you go, we know you have other pools to get to here. Anything else folks should know about Cobian? We know cobianusa.com, we know the tent is here. Any other important pieces of information?
No, I think it's just a really good fit. I mean, we look for partners that are aligned with our mission. I know on yours it's like pride, integrity, unity.
Yes, sir.
We feel very strongly about supporting others. I think it's just a natural fit. So it's not really a hard sell for us. I think if they take a look at our product, they'll like it. It's part, and some of that's actually going back to benefit USA Water Polo and other nonprofits around the world like we talked about. So again, we're just honored to be part of it, and we're a serving-based company. So whatever we can do to help you guys and your members to have a better experience at the pool, safety with sandals, it's all good.
Excellent. Aubrey Cooper, Cobian, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you spending some time with us here. The new official sandal of USA Water Polo. Take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk Fresno State Water Polo with Olympian Natalie Benton. We're back with more Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation, right after this.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Hey, welcome back here on the Counterattack Live. Greg Meskel here with you. Thanks to Cobian for joining us. And now, familiar face here in the water polo community, Natalie Benson of Fresno State and Team USA and so many other things. Thanks for swinging by.
Thanks for having me, Greg.
Hey, so you're coming off of, after I feel like we were talking about, this first season's coming soon, Fresno State, you had it. How did it go? Take us back through that first official year.
You're right, it does feel like it's been a lot longer than just one season.
Yeah.
So honestly, the first season exceeded expectations. I think we played a competitive schedule. We won some close games, we lost some close games, but I think that it's there, we're starting, we're running now, and so got some great kids coming in that are playing in this tournament this week, and then hopefully we can find some more kids to come in and carry the flag.
I know you were here at JO's prior to having a season. How has it changed now that you've played actual games? People knew who you were, of course, from your playing career, but from them being able to say, oh, did you see one of our games, having those 30-some games in the books, how'd that change your approach here at JO's?
I think it's nice just to, for me, even personally, just to know what we have, who we have, what their tendencies are, how they react where our holes are competitively, and be able to try to fill those as best we can and continue to that upward trajectory of building that program. But I think even recruiting the first couple classes kind of came in a little bit blind and had a lot of trust in what we were trying to accomplish, and really had a lot of belief in what we were doing. And so now we have a product in the water, and these kids can see what we're doing, and if they want to be a part of it, then here it is.
I think when we talk about JO's, you've probably been a part of this event in every facet, save for maybe being an official out there.
Yeah.
I think back to, of course, winning it all right with Huntington Beach years ago. Now from the recruiting angle, what do you love about this event? What do you think it means to the sport of water polo?
Oh, well, just walking through here through the JO Village, and then going in and seeing all the different age groups playing the sport, and the families that are excited and fired up, and even just now the big shootout victory, and hearing the stands, the other teams coming to support the 12 and unders and 14 unders coming to support the 16 and unders, and I just think that is awesome. And even just for me watching, not even having a horse in the race, but it's just really cool to see our sport growing and people getting excited about it.
One thing we've talked about all week long, if we've had those that have played on here, is the idea of getting ready for a big tournament as a player. And so many athletes, I think, there's some stress involved, right?
Yeah.
They want to come out here, play well for a variety of reasons. If you think back to your playing days, what was kind of going through your mind before one of those big tournaments? How were you kind of getting yourself ready to be at your best when it counted the most?
I think, trusting in your training, trusting in your preparation. I think that's what really builds true confidence, is how you prepare. You can't just choose to turn it on or turn it off based on how you feel that day or what you had for breakfast, or maybe you didn't get enough sleep, or just hoping that maybe you'll play well today. It's totally in your control, but making sure that you did what you could to prepare for it, and then trusting in that preparation.
Now, and this is a credit to your coaching acumen. I think there's a large audience that might know you as coach first, right, as opposed to a player. But obviously your Olympic days, an Olympic medalist. Putting on the coach hat now, when you're here, athletes want to impress the college coach. They want to figure out, what can I do to make an impact and get noticed? From your standpoint, what are you looking to see? It's not just about, right, that person had 5 goals in the game. What else do you want to see from these athletes?
Right. I think a lot of young athletes get really consumed, and even their families get really consumed with stats.
Yeah.
And how many goals did you score? But if you score 4 goals but you give up 5, you're not really helping the team. So being able to play a well-rounded game, being able to play defense, what does your speed look like? How is your awareness? How's your body positioning? And there's some really tremendous players at the collegiate level that don't score a ton of goals, but they do some really important things. They make some great passes. They set things up with their spacing or with their vision or with their communication. But I think, again, just doing the things that you do well with and thriving within that role. And there's a spot for you on one of these teams. There's a ton of really wonderful programs out there. There's not just a one-size-fits-all program, and we're all looking for different holes to fill and different roles to fill. So I think just being open to those opportunities, sure, and understanding what your strengths are and being able to show those strengths to everybody. And
last thing I want to ask you about is being in that Fresno area, seeing the game grow there. We had some athletes from Royal 559 on this week, and we mentioned Fresno State, the water polo program, and they were so excited because it meant a varsity team was in their backyard. And we talked to young ladies from Praetorian earlier today, and it just seems like there's more Fresno, more Clovis. That whole area is rising up. What have you seen in your time there as far as growth of the game?
tremendous support. We had about 850 people at our first home game, and it was us versus FPU, so Fresno Pacific. So we had an all Fresno home opener, which I felt was really important for our community. And just to see that level of support, and some people who are just, people in the community that have nothing really to do with water polo. But again, I love watching the sport grow. We have a ton of really amazing facilities out in the Fresno Clovis area and in the valley, and a lot of really great people, kids who work really hard. And I think just if they have that opportunity, and if they have that thing that they can see on the horizon that gets them excited, then hopefully we can do that for them.
Excellent. Natalie Benson, Fresno State Water Polo. Thanks so much for stopping by. Always ready to chat with you here at JO's.
Thanks, Greg. Great job.
All right, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we're going to talk with Set Water Polo, one of their athletes here from Orange County. We've also got some other teams hanging out. Rose Bowl Water Polo here in our fan cam area. There they are.
Got some Royal kids out there, too.
Royal 559. Yeah. Rose Bowl, Royal, Set. Here comes some Rose Bowl stragglers. A couple of making the dead sprint up the walkway here. Excellent. Great to see everybody. We're taking a timeout. We're back with more Counterattack Live here at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
And we welcome you back here, Junior Olympics Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. Thanks so much to Cobian and Fresno State for stopping by, and now Set Water Polo is joining us. Mara Laughlin, thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
We have a couple of your teammates here. Hopefully they're not going to do too much craziness to make you laugh here. Tell me about this Junior Olympics experience. Set Water Polo is a team people know, one of the better clubs around, I think. What's it been like so far for you and the team?
It's definitely been a crazy experience, being able to win all our games so far, not have to do the backdoor route, and just be able to go straight on to the semifinals is super awesome and amazing.
And tell me about this Set Water Polo team in particular. So the roster of women that you play with, what makes that team a fun group to be a part of?
It's a really fun team because we know when to have fun in and out of the pool. No matter how serious the game is, we can always find a way to have fun and bring speed and intelligence to the game.
And tell me about some of that fun outside of the pool. What does the team do so that it's not just all stressing about water polo? What do you do to have fun when you're away from the pool?
Just yesterday, we went into the city and had dinner, took a bunch of Ubers around, and had a ton of fun.
Awesome, awesome. So you're here at JO's, one more day to go in the tournament. What are the expectations? What did the team hope to accomplish here over these 4 days?
Well, definitely our biggest goal is to make it to that final game, and I believe that this team is super special and we can be able to win the whole thing.
If you're able to win the whole thing, just kind of visualizing here, imagining that final, what would that mean to you and the group to be able to be in that final game and be the winner?
That would mean everything to us. You know, we've been working super hard since the beginning of last year, and just being able to put all of that hard work into getting that gold medal would be amazing.
So one more day to go, Junior Olympics here, coming towards the end of session 2, wrapping the whole thing up. You've obviously had experience in high-level water polo tournaments. Why is this one the one that everyone points to? Why is JO's the most important tournament?
Junior Olympics is the most important tournament because everyone comes from around the country to compete in super high-level games, and strive to get in the final games.
Exactly, that's what Set Water Polo is trying to do. You're trying to make their way to that final game. And as we talk about playing those teams around the country, try and just describe for people that maybe haven't been familiar with this, how large this tournament is. I mean, there are some 30 pools, there's so many teams. You might play a team you've never even heard of before. What's your experience in just realizing how big the whole thing is?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Our first game, I think we played a team from Florida, and it's just super interesting because you'd think that Southern California and Northern California is really the powerhouse of water polo, but teams come from the East Coast, and it's super cool just to be able to compete with teams that you've never been able to play with before.
You're also from a club that has been able to send on athletes to do really big things, right? Play college, play very high level with the national team. What's kind of your goals for water polo? Do you feel like Junior Olympics helps you get better at the game, and does it want to make you take it further?
Yeah, Junior Olympics is one of the most high-level tournaments for my age group specifically, and being able to compete with all of the college scouts and everything is super exciting, so yeah.
And last thing, since Set is so far taking care of business here, for those other teams out there, how do you kind of handle like the pressure, like the stress of wanting to play well here? Is there anything the team's able to do to make sure you don't get too nervous before these big games?
I think just meeting with my team before the game, and we all just know what our goal is, and we know we want to win. And with all the support of my teammates, it makes it really easy to go out there and give everything I have.
Excellent stuff here, Mara Laughlin. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, our social media send-off and more. You're watching the Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. And we're back, Counterattack Live at JO's, powered by Water Polo Nation. Greg Meskel here with you. Thanks to all of our great guests for stopping by. Mara Laughlin from Set Water Polo. We also talked with Natalie Benson from Fresno State, and of course Aubrey Cooper from Cobian. We've been telling you about different clubs at JO's all week long. They all have their own motivation for coming here to JO's. Some, like Set, of course, vying for a medal at the very highest level. Others, like our 10U Hawaiian team from yesterday, just getting their first experience in the JOs. And our latest story comes from the Midwest and the NIPC water polo team. Take a look.
We're going in pretty well. We've lost 2 games and 1 so far, so I think we're really excited to play our next game and see how we've learned from the past day and to see how we can interpret what we've learned from other teams into playing.
There's a lot of good competition, so it's nice for us to come out here since Illinois doesn't have as much teams to play.
Mostly we're just here to grow as a team and get closer together. It's exciting to have some really hard games and just have some more competition when we get back in Illinois.
I love playing in outdoor pools, and the playing level is just so different that it's nice to like see how other girls out here are playing.
In Illinois, you can't do as much, so in California, you're allowed to be a lot more aggressive, which is fun.
Even though we're from the Midwest, we still we're out there and we're growing, and hopefully the sport is just going to expand a lot more over there.
We always want to see improvement throughout the trip, and that's just what's most important for us.
Best of luck to the NIPC team there from Illinois. Thanks to them for spending some time with us this week. Don't forget, we're back tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific, closing out Day 3, Session 2 here at the Junior Olympics. More to come, more results, more interviews, and more stories here from the world's largest water polo tournament. Also, a reminder, live streaming going on now from 3 courses here at Stanford University. Avery, Baker, and Bellardi, all live streaming at flowswimming.com. You can watch live there. Special pricing here through the end of the Junior Olympics. Make sure you check that out. And then also klcphotos.com, the official photographer of the USA Water Polo Junior Olympics. Check out images here from throughout the tournament and see how to get your team covered as well. Now we close out the show as we do every episode with our social media send-off, the best of water polo on the internet. And we're starting with what we've seen thus far here on Day 7 overall of the 2018 Junior Olympics. And we begin with the Brooklyn Hustle. They are on the move. Undefeated yesterday. They pushed the record to 5-1. Not many high expectations for this team, but they are advancing here at the JO, trying to move on here today on Day 3. They were there at Cabrillo College down Santa Cruz way yesterday. From there, we move right along and taking a look at the family car. This is how some teams get around. Load up the minivan, everybody in, and make their way here to Day 3 of games in the Morgan Hill area there. A couple of Texas athletes in the mix. After that, we go to a team shot. We've got Chop getting together here for a picture. Thanks to S. Tompkins 31 for sharing this photo. We mentioned KLC Photos, a fun picture here of the La Marinda squad all lined up here, ready for action out of the pool. klcphotos.com, the spot there. And then, well, it was Friday yesterday, and what do you do on Friday? You do a little Flop Friday. This is how you cap off a fun day at JOs for the Moose Water Polo team out of Ohio. A little Flop Friday action. Actually, some pretty consistent flopping here. Everyone made the effort. Sometimes we see some divers on Flop Friday, but that was a nice job by Moose. It's from yesterday, and now we look at the social media send-off from early parts of today. More to come tonight. Use the hashtag counterattack, also hashtag 2018 JOs. We'll share what you are sharing. That's all for this episode. Thanks so much for joining us. Greg Meskel signing off. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.